My girlfriends and I need a new plastic surgeon. We've been interviewing candidates, and we want you to come to a dinner party so we can get to know you. Saturday at 9. Black tie.
I'm not looking to be picked over by a pack of bitter divorcees.
Bitter? Oh, quite the opposite. We have it all. Experience, no one to answer to, and all that money. We'll set a place for you, just in case you come to your senses. I need to speak before Burl does. I have a large and very surprising announcement to make.
Should I have made this a double?
A triple. We're going back on the yacht, leaving Dallas for good.
You know Burl's not up to a trip like that. Would you have him die away from his home?
No, away from you, my dear. Don't think I don't see how you two look at each other. It's been going on since we were debutantes. Little knowing glances, the in-jokes, the kiss on your back porch.
That is not what you think it was.
At least now I know why he really wanted to come back to Dallas. Obviously, you are number one on his bucket list. The welcome home is now a bon voyage. I don't have anything left. I brushed everything off that wasn't important, and people say you have a exquisite home, you've raised a great son. One would think, can you imagine wishing my shallow, self-righteous life on anyone? You know that this lie is just tearing you apart, don't you?
How would you know that?
What is that supposed to mean?
You don't really know me, Mom.
That's because you always shut me out.
You never gave me a chance to let you in. You were always in Milan or France, or that one time you did a photo shoot for Vogue in Antarctica.
Yes, I worked. And worked and worked and worked. I worked to give you all the wonderful things a mother can give a daughter. The best schools, the best clothes, the best nannies. Yeah, I worked. And I did what I had to do for my career. My martini very dry with a twist.
I don't know who you are, but we're closed, and I'm not in the mood to argue. It's been one hell of a day.
Then by all means, join me. I'm buying.
I'm the owner.
Fine. You can buy. Easy on the vermouth. You don't have to hide yourself from your mom. She's not going to make the same mistakes with you that I made with her.
How do you know?
Because no daughter ever wants to be like her mother.
Honey, come on. You work too much. You never take any time for yourself. If you have finally found someone special, I want to meet her. I'll take that as a yes.
Mom.
6 o'clock. Sunday night. Do not be late. Yes.
Welcome to Meet the Biz. I'm like thrilled today because to me, this is one of the most beautiful women in the world. I mean, she just glows. And I'm not just talking about the outside. I'm talking about the inside. You know, I was thinking, what is a word to just, I mean, there's so many wonderful words to describe, but you know what came to mind was icon. And she has a heart full of love. She is a television icon. She's been on Nip Tuck, Fantasy Island, The Love Boat, Chips, Knots Landing, of course, and General Hospital. She's here with us today, the one, the only, Donna Mills.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, love having you here, and it was so wonderful when you popped on and talked about your beautiful dogs. It reminded me of my dog that I used to have, Billy, who was a German Shepherd. So
Yeah, they're great. This one's called Ranger.
Oh, I love it. And talking about animals, and beside being an actress, and a humanitarian, you have these. I was looking at your website. You have so many causes that you stand for.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I've worked for things for a long, long time, for the environment. I mean, that was one of my main my main causes for years and years and years at a time. Oh, something just happened here. At a time when environmentalist was a dirty word. It's like, oh, she's an environmentalist. Now, it's not a dirty word anymore, but we're still doing the same work.
Ugh.
You know?
And it's such a necessity. I
Yeah.
mean, and I don't understand also why some people out there say, oh, you're in entertainment, or you're a performer, you should just shut your mouth and act. Those people who do that, I don't get it.
No, no, I don't either. I mean, why everybody else can speak about whatever they want to speak about. Why shouldn't actors?
Right.
Actors are most times very well informed, passionate people. So, they're good to listen to.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. People
Well,
sometimes just want to be right.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what I do have the question of, when you hear the word icon, what comes to your mind?
Oh, goodness. It's certainly not me, but I do hear it, and it's very flattering and very nice. It seems more than I could ever expect.
Right.
I mean, but because for me, I'm an actress.
Yeah.
That's what I do, and icon kind of takes it up a notch. that it's very, very flattering and very nice.
Well, it's I think it's a lot of people see you that way, and they see you as an amazing and incredible actress. And you started your career on a soap,
Mhm.
and you've been on, God, so many wonderful soaps. And you started with The Secret Storm.
Secret Storm, yeah. Then I did one that we put on the air actually called Love is a Many Splendored Thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And then just not too long ago, I did General Hospital.
Right.
But the whole process of doing soaps has changed a lot.
Yeah. In what way?
Well, we used to actually have rehearsals.
Oh, so right.
We come in the day before, go into a room and work with the director, with the other actors, block it, talk about it, rehearse it, spend, probably 3-4 hours doing that the day before.
Yeah.
Then you go in the next morning and you do the camera blocking and everything, which it still was a heavy load for an actor because you had a lot to learn every day and stuff like that, but you at least got to work
Rehearsal.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
Now there's no rehearsal. There's none. You go up and you block it and you shoot it. And I give the actors that are doing it now all the credit in the world, because they are amazing that
Yeah.
they can do that day after day after day.
I mean, I love to act, but the thing that stresses me out, and I have to work on this, is, and that's why I've sort of gotten behind the scenes, is the amount of lines, especially on a soap opera. What do you get, like, 90 pages a day or something?
You can. Not, well, you can, yeah, because they do. I mean, also when I first was doing soaps a long time ago, we did one show a day.
Right.
Now they do 2, sometimes 3 shows a day.
Ooh.
It has to do with the economics of it, all that kind of stuff, but boy, it's tough. It's really tough. That's why I loved General Hospital. I won an Emmy for it.
Yes.
I loved the people on it. I loved the other actors, the producers, the directors, everybody, but it was so unrewarding as an actor.
Really?
I'd go home from there thinking, what did I do today?
Oh, because
Oh, it went so fast, And so that you never had a chance, you know how it feels when you nail a scene and you go,
Yeah.
that one, you feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Never went home feeling that because it was all so fast. I never had a chance to really, grab it and feel like I really did it. So that's
Take
why
it.
I left, because I didn't want to do that anymore.
Right. No taking it in, no breathing it in, no digesting it.
No.
But now what about like a television show, The Good Life with Larry Hagman? I mean,
Oh, that was a 3-camera. No, it wasn't a 3-camera. It was a 1-camera show. And we had rehearsal and we had, shooting and working with the other actors and stuff like that. So that was like a regular acting experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
do you like film or TV or stage more? Or
I like them all.
yeah.
I probably like TV the best. I probably like the series, doing a series the best,
Yeah.
because you get to work on a character for a long time. You get to really mold that character and know what their inner feelings. I mean, you really get to work it.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite. On stage you do too, because you do it over and over and over again. But stage is exhausting.
Well, like the Woody Allen play you were in, right, on Broadway, Don't Drink the Water.
Yeah. That wasn't so much because at that time I was understudying the lead girl, but
Right.
I played the Sultan's wife, and I had no lines, and I had a thing like this, and just so that
Right.
was it. But just not too long ago, I did Driving Miss Daisy,
Oh, how wonderful.
and that was a really wonderful experience.
To do it on stage, to be on stage and relive it, and every time you relive it, you find different moments, don't you?
Yeah, it's it's intense because it's so immediate.
Yeah.
I mean, the tension, the stress of it is immediate. The reward is immediate. With Driving Miss Daisy, when I heard people sobbing at the last scene, particularly, I was just like, to have touched people that deeply really made me feel good.
Is there a show, either on stage or a film that you've always wanted to do and still would like to do?
Well, I actually there on stage. I did it, and I'd love to do it again. It's hard though. Les Liaisons Dangereuses.
Oh, I love how you say that.
Yes, yeah, that was fun. There's a 3-hour version. I mean, it's that's the whole thing, and it's wonderful, but it's hard. It's intense.
Intense,
Yeah,
but
but it was lovely. It really was. Actually, I posted something recently saying, with pictures from that, saying, "Oh, I would love to do a costume drama again."
oh, that would be fun.
I watch costume dramas all the time on
Right.
Netflix and whatever, and I just would love to do one again. It's so much fun.
You want one of the plays that I would love to do, The Lion in Winter. A Lion in Winter with Catherine. Yeah, and I could see you as the part that Kate did them in the movie.
Yeah, I'd love to
Catherine
do
Hepburn.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
TV guides. I used to collect TV guides, and I was looking on your website, and there you were on all the covers of the TV guide.
Yeah, I had 9.
9. How is it, for those who haven't experienced this, how is it to see yourself on the cover of magazines and being on billboards or advertisements? How is it for those who haven't experienced that?
It's great. It's like very flattering. I mean, you walk into the grocery store and you go, oh, there I am.
Yeah.
um, it's really nice. And of course, the cover is the highest accolade you can get kind of in publicity. You can have articles, you can have all kinds of, pictures and blah, blah, blah. But when you get a cover, it's like the zenith of what you can do publicity wise. And publicity is very important for an actor. I mean, you need to get yourself out there,
Yeah.
and you need to, as my manager says, you need to make yourself part of the conversation
Right.
so that people will think of you when they're casting things.
Right. Right. Talking about casting, it was a blessing to work with you on a couple of projects, and of course the one with Joey Travolta, Carol of the Bells, and it's amazing to say, "Oh, we've got to have Donna in this role," and then the process of working through and getting you, and then to see you transform into that character. It was just a beautiful piece.
Thank you.
Imagine a feature film where 70% of the crew had a developmental disability. Imagine how opinions would change. Imagine the doors that would open and the opportunities that would be created, including work. Carol of the Bells is that feature film.
I'm expecting a package.
You want me to sign for it?
No, I need to see the guy.
Scott, you've been consumed with trying to find your biological mother for a year now. We have the money. Why didn't you just take it out of our personal account?
Sorry, those are the breaks, buddy.
Your information can't be right.
You gotta understand, Scott. She's living in an assisted living facility that her parents created for her. Your grandmother's the one calling all the shots now.
We spent a small fortune trying to find his biological family. Now he just wants to forget about the whole thing.
What do you mean, forget about it?
Is there something you're not telling me?
Everything you need to know is in that box.
Hello, can I help you?
I'm looking for Carol Harris.
Oh, she's right over there next to those bells. All volunteers have to fill out some paperwork. She could use some assistance with her handwriting.
How about we write a letter? Yeah. Who would you like to write a letter to? My son.
I don't know how I could have any kind of relationship with her. I need you to let go.
I can't, Scott. I'm a mother. Hi.
Who are you?
I'm a volunteer.
A young pregnant woman visited Carol this morning.
Carol must have taken her back there on her own.
If you can't provide proper supervision for my daughter, I will find someone who can. I want you to stop visiting her. It's just too disruptive to her life.
I helped Carol with her handwriting, and this is a letter she wrote to Scott. I miss you every day. I want you to come home to me. Please don't be mad at my mommy for making you go away.
I was so convinced I was doing the right thing back then.
What matters is what you do now.
I want sweet.
And what if Daddy doesn't get a Christmas tree?
That's okay. Christmas makes him sad.
We all have things in our past. This has always been a very difficult time of year.
I miss my baby boy.
Carol pours her heart into these performances. She's always sizing up the crowd. That's Carol, or as I like to refer to her, Carol of the Bells.
That has a nice ring to it.
That was such a beautiful experience. It really was. I mean, it's one of my fondest memories of my acting career. Just to be able to be part of something so meaningful and so terrific, and to I don't know, it was just really, really, really wonderful to be part of it.
Yeah. Well, it was the same for the audience, and to see struggles that all the different characters went through, and the changes, I thought was beautiful.
Yeah.
And to also to work, didn't cast Turnover, but to be on the set with Blair Williamson, and to have all your characters are magical. The way you just infuse them with yourself and how you bring everything to it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
But I see all these covers going. So I haven't looked at for a long time. It's really
right. Well, the magic of Chris, she's in the background, and she's putting up different photos. I sent her your gorgeous website. I sort of went, oh my God, I have to redo my website.
Oh, thank you.
What is your biggest joy in life?
Without a doubt, my daughter. I mean, that's just, I really kind of left the business for a little more than 18 years when I adopted her.
Right.
And she's just, she's the best thing I've ever done or been associated with. It was wonderful. I waited a long time to be a mom.
Yeah.
When I finally was, it was wonderful. It really was. People have said to me, well, didn't you miss your acting, thing? And I didn't at that time, because I was so consumed with just being a mom and being, every birthday party, every game, every performance, everything that she did, with being so involved and stuff like that. It was a full-time job. I don't know how somebody who works a job does it. I was lucky enough that I didn't have to work at that time and, just be a mom. It was great.
What I'm hearing this and I'm like going, oh God, I would love to have, as we get older, our blood family starts to leave us and go to the other realm, so to say. And for a long time I was going, oh my God, do I have a family? What's going to happen? And I turned around and I see all the people here, the students that I work with, who are more than students. It's a family. Same with like Jerry Jewell. I opened the door one day and we just clicked. So that is a blessing for me. I wanted to know too about going to the acting part again. When did you know that you wanted to be an actress?
There's an actual story with that. I was a dancer. I started out as a dancer in Chicago. I danced in the National Company of My Fair Lady.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Anyway, and I'd done some industrial shows there and stuff like that as a dancer. And then there came a time when there was no auditions for dancers. But there was an audition for a play. Come Blow Your Horn at the it's a playhouse there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I went and auditioned for it, and I got it. I went, oh, okay. And it was a comedy, and the part that I played was a Peggy, and she was a ditzy blonde. And all during rehearsals, I was like, this is kind of dull. There's no movement, there's no music. I was used to, woo.
Yeah.
And so I was a little bit, disenchanted with it until opening night, until I heard the laughs.
Oh.
Once I heard the laughs, that was it. I went, oh yeah, yeah, this is good. And it really, that was, I think when I decided, I went to my dance teachers at the time, after I was finished with the play, I went back and I was still taking class and all that. And they said, no, you're not going to be a dancer. I said, what do you mean? Of course I am. And they said, no, the acting bug has bitten you. And it's true, it was. You know, I still did some dancing, you know, because I could get a job that way, but you know, I really pursued acting. And then when I went to New York, I studied.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, you know, a period of time when I really got very intense on learning the craft.
Mm. You know, listening to, I just so relate to you about the laughter, and to make people laugh is so important for humanity, society. There's so much negativity going on lately. It sure feels that way. And I think as one of the jobs, or the powerful things about being an actor and a performer and an artist, is to help heal society.
Yeah.
And I know that you are definitely a major part of that. Even, you know, I mean, with some of your roles are loving, some of them are, I remember at first you were the nice girl, right? And then you said, you were too nice. So then you got to play wonderful, a bunch of different characters that were not nice. And when I throw out the name, I'm going to throw out a name. I'll see what first comes to your mind. Abby Cunningham.
Abby Cunningham, Ewing, a couple of others. I married many times on that show. That's my favorite role that I've ever had. I mean, not only because I got to hone the role for 9 years, but it was just fun writing, you know. With all the accolades that I've received for that role, I always say, hey, somebody wrote those words. I didn't make them up, you know, and it was a very well-written show, and my character was very well written, and it was a joy to do. It was really fun. And what I liked about it was, and again, it's in the writing, she was not one-dimensional, you know. She wasn't just a bad girl.
Yeah.
She had feelings, she had emotions, she got hurt, you know. So she was a very three-dimensional character.
And she became three-dimensional because you made her that way.
Well,
I mean,
I tried, and I, you know, we worked with. One of the wonderful things about that show was that we were allowed to kind of work with the writers and producers, and we had a wonderful cast of actors. I mean, real solid actors, and you know, they allowed us to have a say-so. They allowed it, and that doesn't happen very often in series television, but they allowed us to be part of the creation of the characters. So that was really a wonderful experience.
it's so fun to, you know, grow up and watch these shows on TV, and then connect, especially being in the industry, and then connect with people and be able to work with them like you. So thank you for that. We have definitely some students who have written in and said they wanted to ask some questions too. So I do want to bring them on. Of course, I could talk to you for hours, but let me see. You know, I know we have Ranjani Reyes. Here's Ranjani.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, look, we're the same color almost.
Yeah, we're like pink ladies. Okay, this is my favorite series that you're on every Friday. So
Yeah.
this will be so good. What is your character inspires you the most in ABC series Rocky Feds?
Oh, what is my what?
Your character inspired you the most in ABC series Rocky Feds.
Rookie Feds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did an episode of Rookie Feds that was just on in I think it was the beginning of January, or sometime in January. Yeah. You're asking what was my favorite thing about it?
And what character inspired you the most of it?
What was it about the character that you played that inspired you the most?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that the whole commercial that I did where I walked down with the white dress on and then, talked about the product and everything. I thought that was so fun with all these hunky guys in the background in, bathing suits and stuff. I just laughed when I read that. Oh my God,
And
that's so great.
the last question, do you like working with Nancy Betts?
Oh, yes. I love her. I love
Me
her.
too.
And I ended up doing another movie with her like the next month. Ava DuVernay doing a new movie, and I did that. But she is divine. Missy is just, she's funny and fun and great actress. And yeah, I like her a lot. Yeah.
Me
You like
too.
her?
Yeah, I love her.
Oh, yeah, good.
And you bring the Rookie Fest cast and come into biz. I would love it.
Yeah.
Yes, we would. Thank you, Ranjani. Nice questions. Nice questions. I know Pam Rauch emailed me or called me like 20 times and said, "Can I say hello to Donna?" And here is Pam. Pam, Donna,
Hi.
Donna, Pam.
Hi, David Zimmerman, Donna Mills.
Huh?
I'm Pam Ruka. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. I thought Knots Landing was very good.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it.
Where was it located, I wonder?
Well, we shot it here in Los Angeles, and the opening credits always made it look like it was a cul-de-sac that was right near the ocean. But it wasn't. It was in the valley.
Oh,
that's the magic of television,
What was it like working with a character in Knots Landing?
What was it like playing her?
Yeah, playing a character.
Yeah, it was great. I loved the character. I loved her, even though she was a little bit naughty sometimes.
That makes life fun.
Yes.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.
I was going through the internet, and my mom's favorite flower is a rose. And I was looking through the internet, and of course I saw you, and you played a rose in the miniseries Alice in Wonderland.
God, yes, you did to dug there, yes.
What for those actors out there, what is your process on playing a rose?
Oh God, I think you just have to hope that the costume doesn't kill you. I mean, I remember it was like this big thing that I had to wear on my head that was the flower,
Right.
Oh, no, that was really nice. I mean, to ever be a part of the Wizard of Oz, it's like, wow.
Right.
So it was great. Yeah.
Right. You said the costume doesn't kill you, and I just pictured thorns from the rose, like, oh.
They didn't put thorns in, thank God.
Thank God. This is a question that I wrote down. What is one of the things you love about your job? And what is one of the things that sometimes you could do without?
Well, the things that I love is as an actor, you get to move people, make people laugh, make people feel something. And that's a very deep and I think good thing to be able to do. And when you feel like you've done it well, it's a very satisfying feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love acting for that reason, that I get to really connect with people through the characters that I play. Something that I could do without. Oh, I don't know. You know, what one might say, you know, the 18-hour days or the, you know, whatever. Well, you know, it can, you know, be, but the fact of, and people say to you, you know, they go, what, 18-hour days? Why do you do that? Why would you? Because you love it, you
Yeah.
know, and it doesn't seem terrible. It's just what is. It's just the way it is. And everybody in the film industry just takes it for granted. They're going to work long, tough hours, do tough stuff,
Yeah.
but you know, it's worth it for what they're able to do and they love it. So I don't really have anything that I, you know, could do without because
Right.
all part of it.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's interesting that too, what you said, it relates to, like my brother says, I don't know how you do this because I'm like, "Da, da, da." We just finished the Disability Film Challenge and we worked, you know, had to make a whole movie or 5-minute movie in 5 days. So from beginning writing and you know, filming and then editing and everything. So but I'm what you say, it's like it keeps me breathing, it keeps me going.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
It's wonderful to be able to have a job like that.
right, right.
Yeah.
And I just think to have a career like yours that you could do it for all these wonderful years and continue to do it. Um, we actually have a Rose here today who is actually on the East Coast, and she wanted to come on and say hello.
Really?
It's Rosa Puzo.
Hello,
Hi,
Rose.
Donna. Hi, Donna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I've been a big fan. Oh my gosh, since Knots Landing, and I loved you in Turnover, the movie. I have to tell you that
Oh, thank you.
you were
Thank
really good. Would you ever consider coming to New York and maybe doing a play?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I used to live in New York.
Wow!
I actually have an apartment there still.
Wow!
It's rented out, but
Mhm.
I love New York. It's
Yeah.
even when I'm not working there, I try to get there 3 times a year at least, you know, just to kind of soak it up.
Yeah.
But yes, I would definitely do a play. Yeah.
We would love to see you.
Oh, thank
Definitely.
you. Well, talk to the casting guys.
I will. I will. I love
Let's-
you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rose.
Thank you.
Ah, yeah. So what is it like having your own production company?
Oh boy. You know, I don't do it much anymore.
Yeah.
Because you know, back then I had deals with the networks.
Yeah.
Time when I had a deal, I had like 2 movies with CBS, 3 with ABC, you know, it was like insane. It's hard, you know, it's hard. Well, you know, you develop a script and then you take it in and they don't like it, or they have all these notes, and it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
I liked it though, because I liked having control over the final product. As an
Mhm.
actor, you don't have that. As an
Yeah.
actor, you go in, you shoot, and all the editing, everything else is under somebody else's control. When you're the producer, you have control over that stuff. So I liked that part of it. But these days, because the networks don't do movies for television,
Mm.
um, it's really hard for anybody to want me as a producer. You know, I mean, they only wanted me before because I was attached as an actor.
Right.
But you know, they're not so interested these days.
Well, it's interesting how the business changes too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very different now. Yeah.
And yeah, I still love it, but I do miss the way that I saw it when I was growing up, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, well, let's get Saban on. I know you've been raising your hand here, and we can't get everybody, but we're going to try to get a few more. Saban, how are you, Saban?
I'm good. In the show General Hospital, which character do you admire?
Which character?
Yes.
Probably Laura Wright. I loved working with her too. We became good friends, actually. I loved working with her. She's a really fine actress. Yeah, I would say, if I had to pick one person, it would be Laura Wright. I think she's really good. And her character has gone through so many things.
Thank you, Saban.
Yeah, thank you.
What lesson would you want to tell actors to take with them on their journey of being in this business?
For actors.
For actors, performers, dancers, anybody involved with the industry?
I always tell young people who are, aspiring in the business, first of all, study. Take acting class, take it, improv classes, take, all that kind of stuff. And if you love doing it, pursue it, but don't do it because you want to be a star. I mean, if you become a star and that's the result of it, fine, great. But don't make that the reason you do it, because you'll be disappointed. Love the work, love the craft, and then you'll be a happy person, whether or not you achieve great stardom or not. You'll still be happy because you're doing something that you love.
Were you ever tempted by Hollywood in the sense of like the tap on your shoulder, like, ooh, I could be a star? Or were you pretty much centered throughout your whole career about just the creation of acting and creating art?
Yeah, I always liked it. I was very ambitious. I, loved working. I wanted to work, but it wasn't necessarily to be a star.
Yeah.
Just to work, to actually, and I did, I don't know how many, episodic shows and movies of the week and lots of them.
Yeah.
Or I became well known, on Knots Landing.
Yeah.
And that's, that was a stroke of luck that, not everybody has. I got a show that, was very successful and, catapulted me up there. But I loved doing the work.
Yeah.
That's my main, and I always have.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember one of the jobs that you did, a nip tuck, and it was that character. I love it. I watched the show, and then I was helping out coaching Blair Williamson, who was in Turnover with you. He did an episode of it, but I saw your character. I mean, that must have been a joy.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Even the days that I had to put on after he did the surgery on me and stuff, that took 5 hours.
Oh.
5 hours, because the only thing of my face that showed was just the end of my nose right there. That was it. Everything else was, because they put these big cheekbones and these big lips and, the whole thing was very, and the makeup people were brilliant. And so it was really fun. Yeah.
Right. Oh my God. And the producer, Ryan, is like, boy, he's just he's amazing how many shows he has out there and how he keeps, I don't know when he breathes.
I don't know how they do it when they have multiple shows like that.
Yeah. This is a question I used to study with Corey Allen, and it was his assistant, and he became like the grandfather I never met. And one of the questions that he would start off his acting class with, which I ask a lot of the guests, is what do you want the most at this moment in your life?
That's what you're asking me now?
Yeah.
The most. Wow. The first thing that always comes to my mind is I want my daughter to be happy. I just want her, and she is, she's doing really well and she's great. But that's always my first concern. Just her. Somebody asked me once, what's your worst nightmare? What's your biggest fear?
Yeah.
In life? And I said, that something would happen to my child, to my daughter. After that, then there's, all the usual things, but that would be the worst. So I'm constantly texting her. Yeah, but we're very close and I see her a lot, and it's great.
I'm just taking it, and I'm getting emotional because I'm with my mom right now, and she just turned 97, and we have such a strong bond. And to hear that love that you have for each other is just so heartfelt, and it opens me up more to you and what a blessing you are.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you.
Your mom's 97?
She just turned 97. Yeah.
And how is she?
She's okay. She, she's got her senses there, and she has bad scoliosis. So, she needs to lay in the bed and rest a lot. But the wonderful thing at this, especially during middle of COVID, I moved back from LA to the Bay Area to be with her and my brother and his honey. And but it's been such a blessing of a time, just every night to spend time with her, and not just nights, during the days and all that. And it's nice to be able to do this wonderful job that I have here, where I could, sometimes she'll knock on the door and peek her head in. How you doing?
Aw.
So yeah.
Great. Good for you.
I think we have time for maybe 2 more questions.
There's somebody up there, Alex, who's jumping up and down.
She sure is. Alex, there
Yes.
you are. Thank
Yes.
you, Donna.
Hi, Alex.
Hello. I want to ask you, do you really do General Hospital?
Did I really do General Hospital? I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, for about a year. Yeah. Do you
The
like
reason I want to ask you that is because I am a fan of it. I'm a shirt.
Oh yeah, you watch it all the time?
Yes, I do.
Are you
I
wearing
have a shirt.
Wait,
I got it for my birthday.
stand up. Let's see the shirt.
We can't see it.
Number 1.
General Hospital fan.
Yes.
Very nice.
It's interesting too. Sometimes actors get so into character, then when they meet them, either in person or virtually, it's like, oh wait, you were that character. So
yes.
You become so that character that it's like people forget.
Yeah.
And I think I know what you did. I do a hospital. I think I know what you did. I think I know what the episode was.
You saw it? You saw me on
Yes.
General Hospital?
Yes,
And you,
I think it was of a set of a deception. I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
I think it was that one.
and you know what? And you were on that for how many years?
Oh, no, just about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, no, not a long time. I mean, it's been on the air forever.
Right. Well, on IMDb, I saw like a couple of years there, so that's why I saw that. But
Just about a year.
Oh, I also had this scrapbook and the trivia book at the hospital.
You have a scrapbook?
Yes, for scrapbook. And the yes.
Ah, very
And
nice.
I also have the trivia book of it.
Oh, very good.
very nice. Well,
And a shirt.
you're gonna have to, Alex. You have to bring your trivia book and show us one of these days on a show and tell day or something.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
What that?
Alex.
Let's see what Ralph. I see Ralphie C there. Ralphie C.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody.
Hello.
Salute, salute to positive vibes, success and happiness always.
Thank you.
I had a few questions. There was you touched base on quite a few of them earlier about characters and how you enjoyed your role as an executive producer because you have more say in how your character is represented. So next on to my next question. This Me Too movement, you've been in this industry a decent amount of time. Amen to that. And have you had many experiences with the Me Too movement and how have you noticed things have changed?
Yeah, I did. When I first started out, in New York, yeah, there were some incidents that happened, and it was devastating to me. I got out, without being hurt or anything bad really happening to me, but the actual, experience was hard and difficult. But I began to, by the time I came out here, know that the big word was no. Just, no. Dude, no.
Right.
Back off. And I was never afraid I was going to lose my job or not get the job or whatever, because it wasn't worth that. And I think that's what's changed some. I think women are more confident that they don't have to succumb to that kind of pressure. Yeah. Yeah, and it's confidence, you have to be confident.
Thank you for sharing that, Donna. And
yes, thank you.
It seems like we have to all take care of ourselves. One of the things it's interesting. I don't always do this. Come back to me, but I'm seeing what you're saying, and I identify with certain things. And like when I first moved to LA, I said, David, the one thing you have to do is remain true to yourself and know what you want, and that will keep you centered.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard, it's hard for many people, and it's hard for many young girls who, they're just forming, they're just finding their way, whatever, and yeah, they'll be intimidated by somebody, but because there's been so much talk about it, and because there's been, a movement about it, I think they're much more confident these days.
Yeah.
I don't think they feel like they have to succumb to that.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
Yes. Yes. And like you said, no.
Yeah. That's it. No. Back off. No.
We have one more question from the audience. Here she is. Oh, and I hear an echo. There you are. How are you? All the way from the East Coast.
Wow. Hello.
Hi.
And there she is. So let Donna know what show you have been on.
I was in a show called Away with Hilary Swank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
I was in that show. I did a podcast with Maurice Bernard, who plays Sonny on General Hospital.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know that you played a mom of Nina, right?
Yes, right.
You think you will come back on the show or not really?
No, not really, because they killed me off.
Oh, okay.
But that was your twin sister.
Well, it's been done before where they brought characters back that they've killed, but no, I don't think they will.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
and I just remembered that you said that her name, my name was Madeline.
Oh, okay.
Madeline. I just did, there's a Lifetime series that's coming on that I'm in, that I played Lillian. I went, Lillian, that's not right for General Hospital. No, it was Madeline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were great. You were great on that show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Felicia Patty is, I mean, of course, a wonderful actress, and also she is a huge fan of General Hospital. That's one of your dreams, right, Felicia?
Yes, I really want to be on General Hospital.
Well, talk to Frank Valentini. He's the producer.
Okay.
Hey, Frank.
Write him a letter or something.
Yeah, that's on my vision board, is to be on General Hospital.
Very good. Very good.
I have my own vision board, and I like to manifest things.
Yes.
That's excellent. What great work that is. Yeah.
Thank you, Felicia. Good to see you.
Bye, Felicia. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
So, what is next for you?
Well, as I just said, I have coming out in July, 3 movies for Lifetime. It's a series of 4 movies, and I'm in 3 of them. It's the Dawn Cutler series. It's a series of books by V.C. Andrews.
Right.
And people know her more by a movie that they did called Flowers in the Attic.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And anyway, she does kind of gothic soap opera kind of books. Anyway, it's I think it's really going to be good. And I play the evil grandmother.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Do you, in connection to that, do you like playing the evil because it's so far away from you and you just have fun with it?
It's much more fun than playing the victim.
It's true.
It is. I mean, to play the victim, you have to get into, other parts of yourself and stuff like that. It's harder, I think. To play the villain is just like.
Well, I tell you, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be the Wicked Witch of the West. So.
Good idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I thank you for being on here and giving of your time and love.
My pleasure. My pleasure. It's so nice to see all the kids and everyone, and to see you. It's lovely.
Oh, well, a joy for all of us. I'm gonna remove all the spotlights, and then we could do a little a photo of all of us in the group shot.
And thank you so much, Donna. This is John again. Thank you. That was just lovely. Thank you for sharing your time. And guys, thanks for the great questions and a real nice dialogue and a real nice experience today. So bravo, everybody. Thank you.
My pleasure.